In the heart of Posey's domain, files from forgotten mysteries loom, each page whispering tales of unexplained disappearances. Maps of the Bermuda Triangle and Alaska Triangle lay spread out, each a dark star in a constellation of unsolved enigmas. Photos of the Dyatlov Pass incident and Hinterkaifeck murders scatter around her, their silent screams echoing in the room. The Somerton man's cryptic code and D.B. Cooper evidence hint at secrets buried deep, waiting to be unearthed. Atlantis diagrams shimmer with the promise of a lost world, a beacon in the sea of the unknown. Posey meets the camera's gaze with unwavering confidence, ready to confront the shadows. In a flurry of images, Posey's relentless focus intensifies as she immerses herself in the grim details of crime scene photos. An ethereal vision of the Roanoke shore in 1,587 shimmers, its digital waves whispering forgotten secrets. Posey's fingers dance across a digital tablet, sifting through colonial records in a desperate search for answers. A corkboard explodes with newspaper clippings and photographs, a chaotic web of red string connecting the fragments of truth as Posey studies it intently. Ghostly figures flicker across the virtual Roanoke landscape, their presence a haunting reminder of a past shrouded in mystery. Posey's expression hardens with sudden realization as she zooms in on a specific entry in the colonial records, the truth finally within reach. Animated Posey strolls along the virtual shores of Roanoke Island, a solitary figure in a digital landscape. AI overlays materialize, comparing missing Alaskan plains to a mysterious carving on a Roanoke tree. The AI zooms in, revealing the intricate details of the carving, a silent testament to a forgotten history. The AI transitions to the weathered pages of the 1,587 journals, unveiling secrets of a bygone era. Within the journals, the AI highlights key passages, hinting at a connection between past mysteries and present disappearances. In a room pulsating with intellectual energy, Posey sits at her desk, a confident smile playing on her lips. Behind her, bookshelves overflow with arcane knowledge, hinting at countless mysteries solved. A world map, marked with pushpins and string, dominates the wall, each point a testament to her relentless pursuit of the unexplained. Posey's voice cuts through the silence. Hello, detectives. I'm Posey, back with a refined lens after unraveling the Bermuda Triangle's vanishings, the Mary Celeste ghost ship, Dyatlov Pass's frozen terror, the Somerton man's cipher, the Alaska Triangle's lost souls, Hinterkaifeck's gruesome murders, Atlantis's sunken legend, and D.B. Cooper's skyjacking. Her smile deepens, promising more enigmas explored and truths revealed. In his office, Posey sits amidst scattered papers, lost in thought. He leans forward, ready to unveil a historical enigma. Today, we're stepping onto the shores of 1,587 for America's oldest mystery, the lost colony of Roanoke. He asks, massacre? Migration? Or myth? Inside her dimly lit office, Posey sits amidst a sea of research papers and the soft glow of computer screens, her expression serious. Her fingers fly across the keyboard. Posey intensely analyzes data. Posey declares with determination, with my AI toolkit diving into colonial records and 2025 archaeological finds, I'll uncover clues and tie this enigma to our Bermuda and Alaska cases. Posey's resolve hardens. Let's solve this. History demands answers. The weight of history rests on her shoulders as she seeks to unravel the mysteries of the past. The year is 1,587. Roanoke Island springs to life with the fervent energy of English settlers. Under Governor White's command, a fort rises, timber by timber, a testament to their ambition. Amidst the building frenzy, women kneel, tending to nascent gardens, nurturing the colony's future. Even the children offer their small hands, their youthful energy mirroring the colony's vast hopes. Virginia Dare, White's granddaughter, embodies the settlement's vibrant promise. The settlement thrives, a beacon of hope and relentless endeavor against the wilderness. Roanoke Island, 1,587. On the windswept shore, John White stands as a solitary figure, his hair dancing in the gale. His gaze sweeps over the faces of the colonists, a tapestry of hope and worry etched into their expressions. Final words exchanged. A poignant mix of optimism and unease hangs heavy in the air. The ship awaits, a vessel of hope and necessity, promising essential supplies from distant England. The colonists watch as John White prepares to board, their faces a mixture of trust and trepidation. John White turns back one last time, a silent promise to return echoing in his resolute gaze. In Posey's office, papers litter the desk as sunlight fills the room, highlighting floating dust. Posey's voice echoes, setting the scene. Let's anchor in 1587 Roanoke Island, North Carolina, linking to Episode 1's Bermuda Triangle and Episode 5's Alaska Triangle vanishings. He continues, painting a picture of hope and ambition. Over 100 English settlers, led by Governor John White, aim to build a new life. The sunlight intensifies, casting shadows around the room as Posey speaks of new beginnings. John White arrives on Roanoke Island, greeted by a fort in ruins, a grim testament to an unknown fate. The scattered palisades of the fort lie broken, the wood decaying under the unforgiving sun. Homes stand abandoned, their open doors like gaping mouths, whispering tales of a vanished people. Each vacant doorway offers a glimpse into the chilling emptiness within, a void where life once thrived. A heavy silence blankets Roanoke, the air thick with the palpable sense of abandonment. John White stands before the weathered post, his eyes fixed on the haunting inscription, Croatoan. The camera shifts, revealing the chilling echo of CRO carved crudely into the nearby tree. His gaze lingers on the marking, the weight of unanswered questions palpable in the heavy air. The island whispers its secrets, leaving John White to confront the silence and the unknown. In his office, Posey is surrounded by files and maps, lost in thought. His brow furrows with intense concentration. Posey leans forward, whispering, "Fort dismantled orderly, like Mary Celeste's calm evacuation. Homes empty, but tools and valuables gone. Unlike Hinterkaifeck's untouched gold." An AI map materializes, unveiling Croatoan's hidden proximity to Roanoke. The visualization underscores the close geographical ties between Croatoan and Roanoke. The map emphasizes the potential for interaction between the two locations. The visualization reveals the ease of movement between Croatoan and Roanoke, hinting at secrets. The AI highlights the mystery of their linked destinies. The map's clear depiction leaves one to ponder the unanswered questions of history. In the sterile, modern office, Posey sits behind a large desk, a picture of composed authority. Sunlight floods the room, highlighting the neat stacks of papers. Posey leans forward, a puzzle forming in her eyes as she speaks. Why leave no trace, like D.B. Cooper's mid-air vanish? The mystery hangs in the air, thick and unanswered. The AI begins its meticulous reconstruction, weaving a digital tapestry from White's journals. Digital entries materialize, the AI sorting through White's personal thoughts and reflections. The AI meticulously highlights key sections, searching for any hint of distress in White's records. The AI emphasizes the stark absence of hesitation, revealing a calm facade in White's final days. The visual narrative solidifies, painting a clear picture of White's state of mind before his departure. In the dimly lit office, Posey sits absorbed, surrounded by a sea of maps and files. His brow furrows as he intensely studies a document, the desk lamp casting long shadows around him. Posey's voice echoes in the room. Local Croatan tribe was friendly, but tensions with other tribes simmered. He continues, his voice laced with intrigue. Like Alaska's missing hikers, was this flight or foul play? The scattered papers and maps hint at a mystery, as Posey contemplates the unanswered questions. In the sun-kissed clearing of Roanoke Island, a cautious dance begins as English settlers tentatively step forward. Across the divide, the Croatan natives stand adorned with feathers and painted designs, their eyes reflecting a mixture of curiosity and guardedness. A tense but hopeful atmosphere fills the air as the exchange begins. The English settlers offer tools and trinkets, symbols of their world, reaching out with open hands. The Croatan present woven baskets and freshly caught fish, gifts from the land and sea. Beneath a humid sky, the English settlers arrive, their clothes marking them as outsiders in this new world. The settlers begin to cultivate the land, each movement measured, each glance betraying apprehension. From the shadows of the tree line, Native American figures watch, their expressions veiled in mystery. The rustling leaves whisper secrets as the seagulls cry, their calls echoing the tension between two worlds. An uneasy silence hangs heavy in the air, pregnant with unspoken fears and uncertain futures. The fragile peace of Roanoke Island teeters on the brink, a single spark threatening to ignite the tinder of mistrust. Under the stark fluorescent glow of his office, Posey pores over maps, his glasses reflecting the intensity of his focus. Footprints absent, despite muddy terrain, Posey murmurs, his words hanging in the air. He elaborates. Storms blocked White's search, revealing the futility of past efforts. Posey continues. A 1,587 drought, per tree ring data, suggests famine, painting a grim picture of the past. Echoes Dyatlov's orderly exit planned, yet desperate, Posey concludes, drawing a chilling parallel. A laboratory bathed in darkness suddenly awakens as a holographic projection shimmers to life, casting an ethereal glow. The image solidifies into a detailed visualization of tree ring data, the concentric circles a stark record of time. The rings narrow dramatically around 1,587, marking a year of undeniable drought. AI visualization. Tree ring data showing the 1,587 drought. The visualization intensifies, highlighting the severity of the drought with stark clarity. The holographic data spins slowly, a silent testament to a pivotal moment in history. Posey sits at her desk, her focus absolute. With unwavering precision, Posey leans forward, her voice measured, profiling with the precision of Episode 4's Somerton Man. John White, experienced governor, led 117 settlers, farmers, craftsmen, families. Her words cut through the air, each syllable deliberate, each detail precise. The weight of history hangs heavy in the room, palpable in Posey's intense focus. Posey continues, her voice echoing with the echoes of the past. Eleanor Dare's face flashes, etched with resolve, a beacon of hope in a nascent world. Ananias Dare's quiet strength is revealed, a steadfast guardian against the unknown. Manteo, the Croatan, watches with wary wisdom, his gaze a bridge between worlds. Each face tells a story of courage, resilience, and the complex tapestry of a new beginning. In his office, Posey gestures emphatically, setting the stage for a historical analysis. Posey introduces key figures. Eleanor Dare, Virginia's mother. Ananias Dare, her father. Manteo, a Croatan ally. Posey describes them as a diverse group, skilled but resource scarce. Posey draws a chilling parallel. AI reconstructs. Diverse group, skilled but resource scarce, like Dyatlov's hikers. Posey leans back, the comparison hanging in the air, heavy with implication. On the spaceship, a screen flares with AI reconstruction, casting light on the faces of the original settlers. Weathered farmers, their hands rough from labor, fill the screen. Engineers tinker with makeshift tools, their ingenuity shining through. Doctors tend to the sick, their dedication unwavering despite limited supplies. Amidst a sea of research, Posey stands, her gestures cutting through the air, each movement underscoring the weight of history. Maps and documents bear witness to a past fraught with peril, a silent backdrop to Posey's urgent narrative. Posey's voice rises, resonating with the echoes of 1,587. Context: 1,587 587. England's first American colony, pre-Jamestown. Roanoke strategic spot, near Episode 1's Bermuda Triangle, faced harsh winters and native friction. She explains, her words painting a vivid picture of struggle. Posey's tone turns ominous as she concludes, Spanish raids loomed, like Alaska's military rumors. The threat palpable in the room. An ancient map unfolds, revealing the weathered secrets of the eastern coast of North America. A haunting circle marks Roanoke Island, a place of vanished mysteries and whispered legends. The ominous Bermuda Triangle looms, its depths hiding tales of lost ships and vanished souls. A tenuous line stretches between these two cursed places, a connection woven in mystery and dread. The map whispers of forgotten expeditions and lingering enigmas, its secrets waiting to be unearthed. The AI visualizes early settlers, their faces etched with worry, trading meager goods with the Croatan people. Parched earth cracks underfoot as the relentless drought tightens its grip, straining the delicate balance between two worlds. A palpable unease settles over the scene, a silent omen of impending conflict and shattered alliances. Posey's piercing question hangs in the air. Like Somerton's hidden motives, was betrayal at play? The visualization darkens, shadows lengthen, foretelling darker days where trust erodes and survival demands impossible choices. Under the unforgiving sun of Roanoke Island, a desolate scene unfolds. Crops struggle, mirroring the settlers' own dwindling hope. Gaunt settlers stand, their expressions etched with weariness and distrust. Their weary eyes turn towards the distant tree line, territory of the Croatan tribe. The air hangs heavy with tension, fueled by drought and dwindling resources. Each glance towards the horizon carries the weight of suspicion and desperation. In her office, Posey is surrounded by maps and files, lost in thought. Posey taps a pen against a report, her brow furrowed in deep concentration. Artifacts found inland English pottery. Iron tools suggest movement, Posey notes, her voice a low murmur. She continues. Like Hinterkaifeck's lingering killer, someone stayed post-vanishing. The weight of the unsolved mysteries hangs heavy in the air around Posey. Posey's gaze sharpens, a flicker of determination crossing her face. Within the hushed museum, artifacts whisper tales of bygone eras, each shard and tool a relic of early colonial life. Weathered pottery shards lay scattered, silent witnesses to the passage of time. Rusted iron tools bear the marks of labor and struggle, echoes of a forgotten world. A placard stands sentinel, its inscription, a gateway to a chapter of early colonial trade. Each artifact, a fragment pieced together, forms a mosaic of history and heritage. The museum display stands as a silent testament to the exchange and enterprise of early colonial times. Inside her command center, Posey halts, her gaze sweeping across the screen filled with AI-generated colony maps. Each pixel pulses with the potential of new worlds, shadowed by the mysteries of Earth's vanishings. Driven by a relentless curiosity, Posey meticulously aligns the digital landscapes with the chilling disappearance in Alaska. She seeks answers in the silent carvings of Roanoke, hoping to decode the past to save the future. Posey, their eyes blazing with determination, is surrounded by a sea of research papers and maps. Sunlight pierces the room, revealing dust particles in the air. Posey connects distant mysteries, drawing a line between Episode 5's Alaska Triangle and Episode 6's Hinterkaifeck. Posey reflects on assimilation, tying to Episode 5's Alaska Triangle and Episode 6's Hinterkaifeck. Assimilation, first, Posey reveals. Settlers joined Croatan tribe to survive famine, carving Croatoan as a sign. The laboratory buzzes with activity as rows of computers process genetic data. An AI interface analyzes Lumbee DNA tests from 2025. The screen highlights specific genetic markers, revealing hidden connections. AI analysis reveals European genetic markers, including a trait similar to Somerton's ear. The revelation hangs in the air, suggesting a deeper mystery. Rings of power emerge, ancient and ornate, blending English and native designs, pulsing with an inner light. Swords gleam, their hilts adorned with symbols from both cultures. They clash in silent battles, reflecting the struggle for dominance. The montage culminates, a visual poem of power and conflict. In Posey's office, stacks of documents and artifacts hint at his consuming obsession. Posey leans forward, his eyes burning with intensity as he unveils his theory. Massacre, rival tribes, like Powhatan, clashed with settlers elsewhere. Posey begins, laying out the historical context. Spanish raiders, per 1,588 logs, scouted Roanoke. He continues, revealing the lesser-known threats. No bodies, though, unlike Hinterkaifeck's carnage, Posey concludes, drawing a chilling contrast. Under the blazing sun, the Roanoke settlement appears serene, unaware of the impending storm. A chilling war cry shatters the tranquility as painted warriors surge from the forest's edge. Panic erupts as settlers desperately seek refuge, their faces etched with terror. Arrows rain down, striking the wooden defenses as the battle's fury engulfs the settlement. Posey stands amidst towering books and scattered research, lost in thought. He gestures emphatically, his expression a storm of concentration and concern. Starvation? Tree ring data confirms drought, echoing Alaska's harsh terrain. Disease? Smallpox ravaged natives, but no mass graves. Posey sits surrounded by books and maps, his brow furrowed in thought. The soft daylight casts a glow over the cluttered desk, hinting at mysteries waiting to be unraveled. Posey's voice cuts through the quiet. Supernatural. Local legends of spirit paths, like Alaska's Kushtaka, suggest otherworldly lures, akin to Bermuda's Atlantis. He continues, his voice echoing in the room. Lost to storms? Unlikely fort was inland. The room seems to hold its breath, awaiting the next revelation. Inside the Croatoan research facility, holographic displays flicker with simulations, predicting the colony's fate. Lines of code cascade down a secondary monitor, foretelling the destiny of the Croatoan settlement. The primary projection pulses with a stark warning. Migration flashes in bold, ominous green. The chilling verdict echoes through the facility. AI models show migration as the most likely scenario, but no Croatoan village is found. Oddly shaped dare stones fill the screen. Close-ups reveal rough carvings etched into the stone. Weathered inscriptions hint at forgotten stories. More recent carvings suggest ongoing debate. The rapid transition of images creates a sense of mystery. Under the relentless sun, a team from East Carolina University works at the excavation site, revealing a long-hidden English well. The shovels gleam as they break the earth, each scoop bringing them closer to history. Faces reflect a blend of hope and exhaustion, mirroring the arduous nature of their historical quest. The unearthed English well stands as a silent witness, its secrets soon to be unveiled by the persistent team. The sun beats down, intensifying the anticipation as the team edges closer to revealing the well's hidden truths. In her office, Posey focuses intently, surrounded by stacks of papers and the glow of her computer. Posey's face tightens with purpose as she leans forward, ready to dissect vital information. Her voice breaks the silence. 2025 breakthroughs. July excavations by East Carolina University find a buried English well on Hatteras with 1,587 era pottery. She continues. AI dates matches colony timeline. In the sterile hum of the research lab, a holographic display flickers, illuminating the space with an otherworldly glow. Beneath the ocean floor, ground-penetrating radar unveils a ghostly image, a silent testament to a forgotten world. Faint outlines of structures pulse with an ethereal blue light, hinting at the secrets of a lost civilization. AI analysis reveals settlement traces, echoing the legends of Atlantis. Sunlight fills Posey's office, turning the dust motes into a myriad of tiny stars. Posey sits at their desk, lost in thought, surrounded by volumes of history and folklore. Posey leans forward, a revelation dawning in their eyes. Posey speaks, their voice echoing with the weight of history. Lumbee elders, interviewed in 2025, recount white kin's stories, echoing Bermuda's survivor tales. In the hushed interview space, the Lumbee elders' face is a canvas of time, their gaze holding centuries of untold stories. Their voice, a low rumble, echoes the wisdom of generations as they begin to speak of a hidden history. We always knew there were those among us, touched by a different sun. The elder whispers, their words painting a vivid image of the past. Whitekin they were called, a term shrouded in mystery and whispered only in the shadows. The camera captures every nuance of the elder's expression, each line and wrinkle telling a story of resilience and hidden truths. The weight of generations settles in the room as the elder continues, their voice a bridge to a forgotten chapter of their people's history. Posey sits amidst a sea of maps and documents, sunlight illuminating the room. Like Episode 8's D.B. Cooper, Nobody Fuels Mystery, Posey reflects, his gaze fixed on the map. He mentions a 1,587 map, rediscovered in 2025, marked with Hidden Fort, symbols near Croatoan. Posey explains how AI links and tech revives clues to solve it. He continues, no violence signs, unlike Hinterkaifeck, but abandonment mirrors Mary Celeste. The sunlight dances on the dust motes, adding to the eerie mystery surrounding Posey. An ancient map fills the view, its age etched in every crease and stain. The parchment whispers tales of time, its surface marred by the relentless passage of years. Symbols emerge from the depths of the map, hinting at secrets hidden near Croatoan Island. Hidden forts, veiled in mystery, lie in wait on the weathered parchment. Each mark on the map is a silent sentinel, guarding forgotten lore. The map whispers of untold stories, its secrets yearning to be uncovered. In an office, overwhelmed by files and books, Posey contemplates the mysteries before her. Posey murmurs, case file. Roanoke settlers likely migrated to Croatoan, driven by famine, blending with natives. She continues, like Alaska's vanishings and D.B. Cooper's escape, isolation obscures truth. Posey concludes, no massacre, just survival's cost, akin to Somerton's hidden drama. Beneath the radiant sun, Hatteras Island emerges, its sandy shores awaiting new footsteps. Weary yet hopeful, the Roanoke settlers disembark, their expressions a mixture of longing and uncertainty. Adorned with feathers and intricate tattoos, the Croatan tribe extends a welcoming hand, their gestures filled with warmth. In a gesture of peace, the Croatan tribe offers gifts to the newcomers, bridging two worlds with kindness. Under the vast sky of Hatteras, a tentative alliance begins to form between the settlers and the tribe. Posey sits at his desk, gazing directly into the lens. His office is a blend of order and chaos, a testament to his inventive mind. Posey leans forward, a challenge in his voice as he asks, Posey, signing off, what's your take? Assimilation or lost forever? He throws down the gauntlet, urging, comment below. Posey, surrounded by a chaotic sea of papers and books, sits at his desk. Posey leans forward, his eyes burning with manic energy. Posey's voice cracks with enthusiasm as he urges, like, subscribe, bell for episode 10. The Voynich manuscript. He lists resources with feverish intensity, links to 2025 dig reports and Lumbee interviews. His eyes gleam with urgency. He implores, keep investigating, detectives. Posey's manic energy fills the small office, a whirlwind of intellectual fervor. In the heart of the bustling law office, Posey is deeply absorbed in her work. Her fingers dance nimbly across the keyboard. She pauses, a mischievous glint suddenly sparkling in her eyes. With a playful air, she holds up a manuscript, revealing the words, Episode 10. A secret smile plays on Posey's lips. The ocean stretches out, its surface a tapestry of gentle ripples under the sun's golden touch. A distant, fading drumbeat echoes across the water, signaling closure. The sun casts long shadows, marking the passage of time and the end of a journey. The vastness of the ocean whispers of stories untold, awaiting the next chapter. Silence descends, leaving only the soft lapping of waves as the episode concludes. Under the vast sky, the Roanoke colony is a fragile haven against the wild. The sun scorches the small settlement, magnifying its isolation. Against the endless ocean, the colony's solitude whispers of uncertainty. The wilderness watches silently, an ominous presence around the vulnerable settlement. Each structure, a testament to hope, stands stark against the unknown. The sun beats down, a relentless reminder of the challenges ahead. In the dim settler's home, candlelight casts long shadows on the faces of a family facing hardship. Patched clothes and worried expressions reveal their desperate struggle for survival. An almost empty bowl sits as a stark reminder of their hunger. The mother stirs a thin broth, her movements betraying her anxiety. The father stares into the fire, his face a mask of deep concern. A child's weak cough echoes through the room, a chilling reminder of their vulnerability. Under the relentless sun of Roanoke Island, John White and his colony leaders gather, their faces mirroring a shared anxiety. Humidity hangs heavy as they confront the uncertainties of their new world. The sounds of the wilderness, birds, insects, rustling leaves provide a stark contrast to their troubled silence. In the heart of Roanoke, the weight of an uncertain future presses down on them. On Roanoke Island, watchful settlers stand guard, their apprehension growing with each passing day. Their eyes dart nervously, trying to decipher the intent behind the movements of the surrounding tribes. Hostile gestures and expressions fuel their rising fears. The air is thick with unspoken tension, the once promising land now a source of unease. Doubt and uncertainty cast long shadows over their faces, dimming the hopes that once burned bright. The island, once a beacon of promise, now feels like a cage, trapping them in a web of fear. Under the relentless sun, Manteo stands on Croatoan Island's shore, surrounded by his worried tribe. The Croatan people gather, their faces etched with concern as they discuss the fate of the Roanoke settlers. The sun beats down, casting long shadows across the faces of those gathered on the shore. Monteo's expression hardens as the discussion intensifies, the weight of the situation heavy on his shoulders. Inside Posey's office, papers scatter across the desk beneath a map of the colony, hinting at the weight of leadership. Posey leans forward, his gaze intense, a highlighter emphasizing the gravity of his words. Manteo's role is strategically vital, Posey asserts, his voice resonating with conviction. He stresses, the colony's survival hinges on it. The map behind Posey looms, a stark reminder of the colony's tenuous existence. Posey's determined look hardens, reflecting the immense responsibility he carries. The year is 1587. Night cloaks Roanoke Island in shadow, where flickering torchlight casts dancing shadows on worried faces. A chilling wind whispers through gnarled trees, carrying the scent of salt and damp earth, heightening the settlers' unease. Hushed tones betray a mixture of fear and desperation, their voices barely audible above the rustling leaves. Whispers of Croatoan, a haven to the south, offer a glimmer of hope in the face of dwindling supplies and mounting unease. Each face reflects the weight of their dwindling supplies, their expressions grim in the flickering light. In the face of mounting unease, the promise of Croatoan is the only comfort they have. Under the vast sky of Roanoke Island in 1587, the settlers begin their work with a haunting silence, each movement measured and filled with grim purpose. With methodical precision, they dismantle their haven, leaving behind the echoes of their lives, their actions masking a deeper, unspoken anxiety. The fort slowly disappears, piece by piece, as if erased by the hands of fate, replaced only by the ghosts of what once was. In the quiet aftermath, the island whispers secrets of an evacuation, a silent departure into the unknown. leaving no trace of conflict or struggle. Sails on the horizon mark the arrival of the Roanoke settlers at Hatteras Island, hope etched on their faces. The settlers step onto the sandy shore of Hatteras Island, their expressions a mix of weariness and anticipation. Monteo's tribe greets the newcomers, their faces displaying curiosity and cautious welcome. A moment of tentative connection as the two cultures meet, a new chapter beginning on the shores of Hatteras Island. On Hatteras Island, the merging of two worlds begins. Settlers embrace Croatan customs, weaving a new tapestry of island life. The settlers learn to cast their nets, drawing bounty from the sea. In shared fields, they learn the ancient art of farming. With newfound skill, they craft tools and treasures. Sunlight floods Posey's office, illuminating the mahogany desk where she sits, a picture of composed authority. The weight of unsolved cases is palpable. With files strewn across her desk, she leans forward, her voice a calm assurance, emphasizing the absence of violent evidence. The air grows thick with a tense anticipation, each breath held in the balance. Posey proposes a peaceful transition, her expression a mask of determined diplomacy. A fragile hope flickers in the room as she tries to seek a resolution. Under the relentless Hatteras Island sun, archaeologists meticulously unearth secrets buried in sand and time. Whispers of English and Croatan cultures intertwine as artifacts emerge from the Earth's embrace. The wind carries the scent of salt and echoes of forgotten stories, swirling around the dedicated team. Each grain of sand holds a clue, each artifact a piece of a puzzle spanning centuries. As the sun climbs higher, the island's past slowly resurfaces, revealing the intertwined destinies of two worlds. Posey is absorbed in her work, surrounded by a sea of documents and books. Her office is a testament to her meticulous nature, where order emerges from chaos. Sunlight streams into the office, illuminating the dust motes that dance in the air. She pores over the charts and graphs, her expression reflecting deep contemplation. Her sharp, analytical mind is evident in the careful arrangement of her workspace. In the sun-drenched office, Posey's focus remains unbroken, lost in the intricate details of her work. The sun scorches the deserted colony of Roanoke, a haunting testament to vanished lives. Houses stand ajar, their contents strewn like discarded memories, yet no soul stirs within. An eerie silence blankets the settlement, broken only by the whisper of wind through empty homes, a chilling message etched into a wooden post. Croatoan, a haunting clue to the colony's fate. In his book-lined office, Posey sits, a figure of intense concentration amidst a sea of papers. Posey gestures emphatically, his voice rising with passion as he delves into the mystery of Croatoan. So, we have three main interpretations of the Croatoan carving. Posey's tone shifts, a hint of intrigue entering his voice. 1, it's a tribal name. 2, it's a location. His eyes gleam with excitement as he reveals the most captivating theory. And 3, and this is where it gets interesting, it's a warning. Under the Hatteras Island sun, the sandy shore glistens, echoing tales of time. The Lumbee tribe gathers, their faces canvases etched with stories of ancestry. Whispers of the ocean breeze dance through the tall grass, carrying echoes of the past. They prepare to share their oral histories, voices weaving tales of the white kin. Generations of heritage converge as they begin to speak. The oral history of the white kin begins to unfold. Posey sits amidst towering stacks of books and papers, lost in thought. Sunlight filters through the window, casting a warm glow over the room. He leans in closer, poring over the intricate details of the North Carolina maps. His brow furrows deeper as he connects the Lumbee stories to the enigma of Roanoke. He traces the lines on the map, a growing sense of understanding in his eyes. The weight of history settles upon him as the pieces begin to fall into place. An AI-rendered landscape unfolds, revealing settlers and Croatan people living in peaceful coexistence. Children from both communities are playing together near a clear stream, their laughter filling the air. The settlers' cabins stand modest and well-kept, symbols of their humble yet dignified lives. The Croatan dwellings blend seamlessly into the natural surroundings, a testament to their harmonious relationship with nature. Shared gardens burst with produce, symbolizing the cooperation and mutual respect between the two communities. The air is filled with the gentle murmur of conversation, a symphony of unity and understanding. Posey sits amidst towering stacks of files, her expression thoughtful as she contemplates the task ahead. Lost in thought, Posey leans back in her chair, the weight of her research pressing down. Her mind races, grappling with complex possibilities. Assimilation. It's the most likely scenario, Posey muses, her voice barely a whisper. But we can't rule out other possibilities, she adds, her expression hardening with resolve. The ocean unfolds, its surface shimmering under the sun, an infinite expanse. Waves roll and crash gently, their rhythm a constant reminder of nature's power. The deep blue water hints at hidden secrets beneath the surface. The endless mystery of the ocean and its unresolved fate lingers. In the calm of her office, Posey looks directly into the camera, a warm smile gracing her face. Neatly stacked papers surround her, but Posey's focus remains solely on the viewer. The soft, professional lighting creates an intimate and inviting atmosphere. With poised anticipation, Posey states, "I am eager to hear your theories." Her poised expression hints at the depth of her interest. Inside Posey's office, a playful glint sparks in her eyes as she leans into the camera. She raises a weathered book, its pages whispering secrets and strange symbols. Her voice, thick with intrigue, teases, "Next time, we delve into the mysteries of the Voynich manuscript." A dramatic pause hangs in the air, amplifying the suspense and mystery.